Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're doing this main 3 hours. This packet. How many pages is there in total? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Three, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. This packet, 10 pages. It's very easily hard. I'll just say it's very easily hard. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you know, you know. In the first video, second hour, second hour, it has my step in it, and I will put you back on Snap when I get right on. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Today, tomorrow. Oh yeah, we got school days coming up. I don't have the paper. I'm gonna get back to this test and I will take guys when I finish the test.
Alright guys.
We're moving into stretch.
Okay, so alright guys, Thomas, since he stood up, is pencils. Okay? Get your packets together, make sure you have your name on top. Okay? Okay? Say what? Okay. If you borrowed a pencil, he is collecting that. Okay, so get them together as groups so I can just come and pick them up from each group as a whole.
I'm only on the ground. I'm trying to think like what to write. It like hurts. So I feel like this. They sleeping in the bed. Everybody get that table sleep. Everybody get that table sleep. Where's Vince? Get ready, it starts stretch, but the dynamic still won't be recorded.
I know that I already said this, but like
Earlier,
looking at how far you guys got on that, looking at how into it some of you guys were,
dang it.
that's why this constant conversation is so very frustrating. It's just like, had we been able to get class going 10 minutes earlier, one, nobody would have gotten upset with anybody. We could just move forward. But also, you get so much more done because once you guys actually get to work, you're there. It's just a matter of getting to that point. Yes. Because you were sighing that I wasn't answering fast enough, even though I was in the middle of talking. What? What's up?
I wasn't really interested in it. I just wanted to get some done.
You know what? That works too.
I did some. I did some.
Okay.
I got 3 out of the 4 guns. I got the whole thing there. I was trying to everywhere I went to, I got except for kindergarten. I was not going to kindergarten.
Wait, oh my god, let's go for you. Okay.
Alright. Today, I am going to let you know. So, maybe some of you heard about it, maybe some of you didn't. There unfortunately was a shooting in Buffalo, New York over the weekend. Okay. So part of Buffalo, New York. It's in upstate New York.
Mr. Joker, did you hear about the 10 people who got killed in the park at all?
Did y'all
So,
Did I hear about
I just
Scooter
let
Man?
you know that that is one of the news stories. Right? Kind of a upsetting situation.
There's 2 killers on the loose.
I know.
So commonplace
A lady?
in talking about mass shootings. It's ridiculous. But,
Right next to me.
alright?
This is my house, that's his.
So,
No, this is
CNN.
mine. He used to live there, but he got evicted. But he still lives at that house, so I could
Scooter Man used to live next to you? Oh my god.
He still does.
Oh my god. My family helped him escape. My cousin and her friends. My cousin and her 2 friends helped him escape. They took him to Texas, they took him to Chicago, they took him everywhere. They helped him escape. He killed Brittany Booker.
Drove to Buffalo from another area that's hours away. After Peyton Gendron arrived at a supermarket, he's accused of shooting several people in the parking lot before moving inside the store and attacking more there. Buffalo's police commissioner says the suspect was heavily armed and wearing body armor, which is why he wasn't stopped when a security guard shot him. The security guard was a retired police officer and one of 10 people who were killed in the shooting. 3 others were injured in the attack, but they're expected to survive. After police arrived, they say the suspect eventually dropped his gun and surrendered. He has pleaded not guilty to the initial charge of first-degree murder. Why did he allegedly do this? One thing investigators are looking at is a manifesto, a public declaration of views that was reportedly posted online.
I heard the shock at him saying he was not guilty. Then we started talking over any explanation. Okay? We might understand things better if we listen more than we talk.
Please do this. One thing investigators are looking at is a manifesto, a public declaration of views that was reportedly posted online under the name of the suspect. The manifesto's author claimed to be a white supremacist and spoke out against Jews and other races. Of the 13 people who were shot, 11 were African American and 2 were white, according to police. Authorities are calling the attack a hate crime, an act that can be motivated by racism.
Jane designs custom clothing. She also
See,
designed her
sometimes
own
it's
website,
like-
Upwork.com, which is
It was straight up racially motivated hate crime from somebody outside of our community,
That's Brittany
outside
Danielle
of the City
Booker.
of Good Neighbors, as the mayor
I know
said,
her.
coming into our community,
Like know
and
her,
trying
like
to
family know her. Like that.
inflict that evil upon us.
Prosecutors are expected to announce more charges against the suspect. Also, as we produced today's show, we were getting reports of another separate attack at a church in Laguna Hills, California, where at least 5 people were shot on Sunday. CNN.com will have the latest information on that. Our second story today follows up on something we reported on Wednesday concerning the rise and fall of Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency's recent rise was last autumn when the value of one Bitcoin was close to $70,000. The fall was last week when that value dropped to below $30,000. What it'll do in the months ahead is anyone's guess. Some experts say one Bitcoin could still be worth $100,000 or more by year's end. But others say Bitcoin and crypto in general could go the other direction altogether.
It's touted as nearly impossible to counterfeit, fast to transfer, keeping users anonymous, and not beholden to any central bank. The appeal of cryptocurrency has led to skyrocketing value, its market cap peaking at $3 trillion before recently dropping to $1.2 trillion.
It's the future of currency. They could unstoppable financial vehicle that's going to take over the world. I get that, but what is it, man?
Made possible by blockchain technology, the most popular cryptocurrencies are virtually mined. Sophisticated software crunching complex computational math problems with the first to find a solution, winning a block of digital coins, which users can then sell. Boosted by an unprecedented level of easy money and low interest rates and stimulus spending, cryptocurrencies soared the last couple of years.
And it's already changed the way our city works.
Investors, entrepreneurs, and even governments bought in. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez pushing to make the city the U.S. crypto capital, and El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as an official currency.
In El Salvador, we are trying to rescue this idea and start to design a country for the future.
But the mining process consumes tons of energy, which presents serious environmental concern. The anonymity also invites crime. Crypto's been used for everything from buying illicit drugs to paying off hackers in ransomware attacks. Critics also charge that crypto scams are rampant. The mania has led to
Hard assets, but a nebulous term called financial engineering that ties it to the US dollar. That financial engineering has recently spooked investors, and over the last few days, both of these coins
into just 16 cents as of Saturday. Terra's sister coin, Luna, also lost more than 90% of its value in just 24 hours.
They're built on these quite complicated mechanisms that rely on people trusting the system. And as soon as trust evaporates, the entire thing can collapse.
The drop triggering a panic with a resurgence in the entire digital economy.
I think right now in value here, or I think the entire industry will start to look like a really sort of sideshow industry.
10-second trivia. What is the popular term for the second full moon in a calendar month? Red moon, blood moon, blue moon, or harvest moon?
Blue moon, red moon, blood moon, blue moon. I know it. Blue moon.
Refer to the second full moon in a month.
I said blue moon. No, I said blue moon, blood moon, red moon, blue moon, blood moon, and I kept saying it over. I said it over and over, all
The
of it.
total lunar eclipse was also at least partly visible in Africa, Europe, and some Pacific nations. It was called the superflower blood moon, and here's what all that means. The supermoon might appear to be bigger and brighter than a normal full moon because it occurs when the moon is closer in its elliptical orbit of Earth. It was there at perigee on Sunday night. Flower because, as the old Farmer's Almanac says, this is the time of year when flowers bloom in the northern hemisphere, and blood is the result of the moon's reddish shade during a total lunar eclipse.
A lunar eclipse is when the moon passes through the Earth's shadow. This only occurs during a full moon. 2 two factors decide which of three possible eclipses the moon will experience: the tilt of the moon's orbit around the Earth, and which of the Earth's two shadows the moon falls behind. The Earth's darker inner shadow is known as the umbra, and the lighter outer one is called the penumbra. The penumbral eclipse is when the moon passes through, you guessed it, just the penumbra. NASA says this type of eclipse is so subtle that if you didn't know it was happening, you might not even notice it. A partial eclipse is when the moon only gets covered by part of the Earth's umbra, so only part of it is shaded in darkness by the Earth. A partial eclipse happens at least twice a year. And then there's the big one, the total lunar eclipse. These are rare, often separated by years, and require the moon, Earth, and sun to be in perfect alignment. But don't think this blacks out the moon. As the moon shifts deeper into the umbra, it takes on a red hue, which is sometimes called a blood moon. The moon turns red because the atmosphere is filtering out color at the opposite end of the visible spectrum, the blue light. The short wavelengths of blue don't travel as far as the long red wavelengths, so they scatter before reaching our eyes, leaving behind the red glow. Not everyone on Earth can see a lunar eclipse at the same time. You'll need to be in an area facing the moon during the moments of shaded light. Unlike a solar eclipse, you don't need a special equipment to enjoy a lunar eclipse. They're safe to watch at any stage, although apparent dangers might make it more fun.
If you're a millionaire and you like spending your money on skeletons, and all this could have been yours. The Christie's auction house just sold off a velociraptor, at least some of the bones of one, for almost $12.5 million. That's almost twice what they thought it'd go for. Christie says 126 of these bones are real, the rest had to be fabricated, including most of the head, according to the New York Times. Now some would call $12.5 million outrageous, but others would call it fictitious. And a mesostoic investor who's not dino-soured on the market might think nothing of digging up
So I'm stronger than everybody in this class. Y'all weak. Y'all weak. I'm stronger than everybody in this class.
We are shouting out the Rough Riders today.
I
We're
think
talking
so.
about you, the students of Red River High School in Grenville, who are stronger than everybody in this class.
Look at this. Yeah, look at this.
Alright.
Will you do this? You
So,
can that girl from my phone.
Today's news was
Say it.
a little more interesting than usual. Just like for stuff that you guys would be interested in. So, any questions, comments, or concerns about the news?
No, never watched it. No.
What's up, Lennon?
What? Wait, never mind. I forgot what I was about to say.
Okay, Smosh.
Where are the other bones go? They said they're not used to bones.
Yeah, most dinosaur skeletons are not complete. Some of the bones have been made to fill in the gaps. That one is one of the more complete ones that's been found. 126 bones. I'm not entirely sure exactly how many bones a velociraptor has, but that is quite a few bones. But they make ones to fill in the gaps. Bones deteriorate over time, or they break, or whatever.
What?
How much did it
Like this.
Mine like that. Huh? What's up, one?
Did that guy go to Disney?
He is on trial now. He was arrested, so he's in jail. He's in holding right now.
Yes, it is like that.
He won't go to prison because jail and prison are two different things. Jail is the one that we've got downtown.
Bro, I look ugly as shit.
Prison is for a long-term situation.
I see, I fucking hate
trial, stuff like that. Or short offenses, that is a county jail.
Look at my daddy here. He said, your brother said, you dyed it purple and it looked brown. I know I bleached it first, it was brown. It was brown as fuck. Look, where's that piece at?
The jail is right out.
I gotta find that one. How you just gonna come in here and take off my seat? No, it's not that one.
Yeah.
It's a light one. Don't take it off. Why not? We'll find a light one. Didn't you dye your whole head or just the front? Yes, it's my whole head. So why you not taking it off? I don't take it off. I got the whole fucking hair. Look. Why are you dying? I think it's this. It's this. It was just white. I don't stink this morning. Dye stink. I don't like this smell. Yeah, hair dye. I passed out to that. I literally passed out. Bro, I was in the swing at the beach park yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. Bro, this beginning was ugly as shit. Turn on your mask so you can see. There. No, I'm not taking my mask.
Hey, Kiara.
Bro, he came over here taking over my whole spot. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not wearing He came over here taking over my whole spot.
Is it wrong to like somebody when you do?
Anyways.
That's not cheating. It's just like then I guess I'm cheating.
Bro, I'm it's good. I'm gonna make it done before Friday. Alright. Anyways, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time on Maya Davis's channel. Go to the day. Bye.